Morning, everyone.
Hello, friends. This
Look.
is my friend Gary.
Gary?
Yeah,
He's got another nickname. I thought it was Timmy.
it is. But today he identifies as a guy called Gary.
He's got his Christmas decorations on because he knows we're going down to the primary school today with Santa. And this is what he wants to wear. He's been standing under Hoitze's hay net all night. It's not a good look, Jubbers. Oh, Twix has come to play. No, she's gone. I think we need to get you looking a little bit smarter before we go down and see the children.
I don't. I think they find it hilarious.
Yeah, they probably would, wouldn't they?
Oh, see, look, it's my pony. He wants to
Oh, look, it's little Princecle. Looking very grubby.
I'll go throw him some carrots.
Yeah. Hannes has had a night in. He's going to go free rein. That's not like you to do that, Hoitze. I don't know that I've ever seen you do that in your life. Did Hannes smell? Hey? So Hannes is going to be Mabel's companion for the day. Mabel's already tucking into her hay ball. Hannes is trying to pinch the pens and anything round here in the hope he can find food. And Annie's already in the hay hole, about to get kicked out by Hannes. We need to get this a little bit cleaned up today. It's all covered in dust, which is what happens in these barns. Although, to be fair, we hadn't covered it, so that doesn't help. But we'll give that a nice clean up before we head down to the school. Oh,
Yeah.
all the carrots are in your hat.
Yeah, right now I'm taking them to my pony for this morning.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh,
you're going to have to get past Hannes and Annie first with
that's why
those.
I've got them in my hat. I can take him some treats as well because he's got such a stash. So, you know, anyone that buys treats for the freezings, you're also feeding my little albino.
Oh, he's not an albino, but he deserves some treats as well.
Yes, yeah.
Give him some stud muffins.
No, I'm gonna give him some these because they're from Vallegro. So I think if he eats some of these, he'll be able to like pee off, and then he can go to the Olympics when it's next happening. Because this is what Vallegro eats, which is obviously what got him to the top of his game. Obviously.
We've got most of his decorations off now.
Yeah.
And now he's just having his summer fly sheet on because he's going to go back in the stable with Hoitze. And we don't want Hoitze dripping more on you, do we, little man? So hopefully this is going to protect you.
So this is his little coat.
He looks very cute in that.
He does.
Little Jubbers. Little Jubbers. It's a real shame we've got such a grey drizzly day for taking Santa down to the primary school. But with any luck it'll clear up a little bit. There's our little sheepies. There's the boys, Obi, Iceman, Veebs and Nero. Nero in the red. His new rug is arriving tomorrow. We'll then go off to be labelled up with his very kind and generous sponsor's name. And then he'll blend in with the rest of the family. And one of the jobs this morning, before we get ready to go to the school, is to go down and move the ring feeders in both the fields. Phil very kindly came in on Sunday and rolled where all the stone is down there. So now I just need to lift up those ring feeders and get them on the hard standing. And as long as I've got the time, I'll do the 14 acre because all these girls and Hidde in the barn field, they're doing okay, but they're going to run out of grass in there soon. And if we get frosty weather, I can't take haylage out there. So the sooner I can get that done, the better. So it's going to be a tractoring morning for me. Hello, Iceman. Hello, Iceman. So although they'd not completely finished the haylage there, they can munch away on that. Got the ring feeder on the hard standing. So probably tomorrow or Wednesday I'll bring them another bale out here. They'll be able to stand out of the mud. Will that be nice for you boys? Hey, little nice man. Hello, teddy bear. He says, what's that scary thing you've got in your hand? You're such a wuss, aren't you? It's only the straps. Little teddy bear. You're not very brave, are you, darling? Eh? Then we've got Obi-Wan, who's now going to dig around to find the bits that he wants. It's like I said on the video with Hoitze the other day. They know which bits are good for them and they enjoy. And because it's all old meadow grass, there's a variety of grasses in there. And some are tastier than others. There's little Nero. Still got your beard. We didn't manage to do that last week. But you never know, we might get a chance this week. And we'd only take the long hairs off the bottom, you know, we wouldn't shave it short because, you know, that does offer a little bit more protection. But we do like a clean-shaven man, as Holly said. Now down in the 14 acre, this was the bale that they had in here before we moved them over to the barn field there. Ideally this would all get spread around because it won't be very nice for them now. But honestly, I cannot tell you what a pleasure it is now to drive in and out of these fields. It's a job that needs doing very regularly through the winter. And I used to dread it every single time, slipping and sliding in the mud, the tractor feeling like it would go over. Whereas now, I can just drive in on hard standing and it just makes all the difference. Nothing like a bit of last minute prep.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't do tinsel, Hole.
I do.
You do, don't you? Just cutting up some old bandages for Jubbers so that he can have little green legs. So he's going to have little green legs. You're going to wear a nice dressage hat with, what's that? Some red tape around the top, but it looks very Christmassy.
It's red ribbon.
Red ribbon. And he's going to have red legs. Hol didn't like my idea of wearing elf hats, which I thought the kids would have really liked.
The kids don't care. They're only there to see the horses, and Holly likes.
No, they're only there to see the presents that Santa's bringing.
Exactly. So I like to do things with class. Okay. So we have class or B-Tech.
Yeah, no,
Class
I know,
or
and I'm very
B-Tech.
much for doing things
Class
classy, but you
or
know,
B-Tech.
it's kids.
Yeah, kids need to learn from a young age to handle life with class, which they're not going to do.
Like
if we
you do.
turn up- Yeah, like I do. with
Where's your jacket? Oh,
These
I think
ones.
that suits you.
Do you?
Yeah,
Smells
definitely.
really musky.
Yeah, that's because it's been stuck in a box for over a year. That's better. The carriage looks all nice and shiny now and dust-free. Although it's going to get very wet out there. How's your decorations going, Hol?
It's going okay.
Very pretty.
I know.
And he's come in from being free rein. She had very, very grubby legs. So I've just given them a wash off and a dry with a towel. And now we'll get her looking all lovely as well. Jubbers is out. He's getting his little leg bandages on. So
Yeah.
he's going green.
He is.
And then Annie's going to go red and white. We've got Lynn who's come to help. She's just in the hay hole with Jodie. Little Mable was getting cross with Annie a minute ago because Annie's got food and she hasn't, which isn't fair, is it, Mable?
Oh, it's 12 o'clock, so.
That's generous, Hable.
Well,
Yeah,
we'll be nice.
exactly. But what were you saying this morning about what she did?
Yeah, so I was in mucking her out, and she likes to follow you around when you're mucking out, but she came over and she put her head over me, and then she did her little hug and she like put her leg over me. It was so sweet, and she just stood there and yeah, she's just such a sweetheart.
She's just switched off now, hasn't she?
She's really, really happy. I think she's just content now. She just knows what she's doing.
So with that generous hay ball, you can only fit 2 kilograms in them. Mabel's a big girl.
Well, because I'm really mean because I don't have it sticking out of the holes,
That's
whereas
so mean, Tracy.
I know. Well, I am mean.
So mean.
Yeah.
It may. Jodie, it's Christmas.
You'll be giving her chocolates now. Oh, you're giving him red as well.
Yeah, the little elf legs.
Elf legs, and you're going to have little devil horns on.
So here we are, just putting Annie's bridle on. So it takes 2 people to put a bridle on, really, if you're gonna do it in good time, because there's the forelock parts over the headpiece and into the mane to secure the bridle into place, just in case it should get caught in any way. It ensures the bridle won't slip off, which is what Tracy's doing. You can see her fingers, and then Jodie is doing up the fastenings on the bridle and attaching the reins to the bit. So we always do something called soft cheek, so we don't go through the bars. We do instead, you'll see in a moment. And what type of bit is this?
It's just a jointed Liverpool driving bit, but it's got it's a French lozenge,
Yeah.
so it's quite soft because she's very soft in the mouth.
Whereas Mable next door, on the other hand, when she's back driving, she drives in a straight bar Liverpool driving bit because that's what she prefers. We've actually tried her in this one, which in theory is a nicer bit, but Mable prefers the straight bar. So different horses have different preferences, and you can see here what soft cheek is. It just goes round the round part here. But if you had a horse that was a bit stronger in the mouth, you might put them on first or
First, second, or third bar.
There we go.
But Annie doesn't actually need a bridle or a bit, or even me, because she just drives herself.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
we're gonna head off out and about.
We just, because it's actually quite a dull day, we weren't going to have lights on the harness. But because it's dull, we put a few last minute lights on.
And it looks good. And here's my pony. So he's got Christmas devil ears on, and his little Christmas nose. He's got a little Christmas bow, little elf legs, and he's all ready to go and make the children smile. And we did have, oh, there's a Lynn. Here's Lynn, Santa's #1 elf. So Lynn's all ready to go. Lynn's going to drive down there in the car and ram anyone on the road out the way to clear our path. So, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, if Santa's late, then there's going to be big trouble.
We're all ready to go, but we've got no Santa yet, so we're going to meet Santa down the road. He obviously doesn't want to disclose his location. And little Jubbers. He doesn't want to go in the rain. Little Jubbers is walking along behind. He's just getting used to walking in his bandages because he's not used to wearing them, so it'll be a different sensation for him. There's Nero, come over to say hello. More interested in little Jubbers at the back. There's the ears of the other boys. Obi, Iceman and Teddy Bear. And then we've got Annie with Jodie up front leading the way, and then we're going to meet Santa down the bottom of the road. So we've picked up Santa now, and tell me, what kind of Santa are you?
I'm a Scouse Santa.
You're a Scouse Santa, but you're one of the equerries of the real Santa. Well, you are a real Santa,
I'm the equerry of Santa.
because Santa has to have lots of different equerries around the world to make sure that everybody gets their gifts at Christmas.
Yes. And
So-
you have to be approved by the elves.
How many elves have to approve you? A dozen?
Elf of a lot of them.
An elf for a lot of them. Oh, brilliant. So anyway, we're going to head down to the school now, but obviously we can't show you the children down at the school. But we have got Hol and Jodie in the back. Here you go, with little Mr. Jubbers. And we'll show you a little bit more video from the side, so it's not just Santa's mugshot. Now obviously I can't show you the children, but you can hear them in the background. They're all very, very excited, and Annie's so good. Despite all the cheering and shouting, she's just so used to this now. Jodie's up the front there. She's got a few polos she's giving her, just to, you know, keep her happy. And JB's round saying hello to all the children, while Santa gives the presents to them all off the back of the carriage. Jubbers, he's done his tour of duty. Doesn't he look gorgeous? And there's Rachel Battersby, Mrs. Battersby, head teacher here at the primary school. Wonderful lady. And this is the first year that my little Bailey's not been here because he's moved on to secondary school now. How to keep Jubbers happy while he's waiting. Hol's giving him scratches on his back legs. Look at his little face. Oh, he's loving that.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
Oh, okay.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, everybody! Merry Christmas!
On our way home now, and somebody wants to be up front. Jubbers is keen to get home. Have you got hold of him, Hol? Yeah. Are you sure? Yeah. All the girls have come over to look, and Hidde. Jubbers is still up alongside. Look, Jubbers is going to have to go through the big puddle now. Oh, JB, you're going to get wet toes. Oh, little man. Annie, you're the best. You really are. There's not that many horses that would tolerate that sort of thing. Standing there with all the kids shouting. But I think she loves it. Don't you, Annie? Yeah. Should we get all your harness off? That's your Christmas job's done. Now, that's it for another year. Eh? She's amazing. Hey, Annie. Lynn's got extra treats for Annie.
Gorgeous. Can I have some more?
What'd she have first? Blueberry.
Blueberry. Smelled gorgeous, didn't they? Oh, sorry. Sorry, sweetie.
She hasn't finished my mouthful. She's going to dribble it all over you now.
We don't mind because you worked hard and you was fabulous, weren't you?
She's so cool. Little Jubbers is having his bandages off. Look, he wants to eat them now. Are they a bit dirty?
Yeah.
Another thing to go in the washing machine. Hoitze, do you remember the days where you used to do this? You used to go down in the carriage at Christmas. I found pictures the other day and video of him and Droomie pulling the Christmas carriage.
Not that they went down to the school.
No, they didn't do the school. What do you think, Mable? Would you like to do it one day?
Yeah, Mable wants to do it.
If only you would drive with Annie, but that doesn't go well if the two of you drive together. Jodie's in with Mable. I'm going to open the door. Oh, look at that little face. Mabel's having some mummy time.
Yeah. She loves being scratched in here. That's the best place.
They all just love it in between their back legs,
Really
don't
do.
they? Just,
Yeah, in here.
it's because it's a spot that they can't reach
Yeah,
themselves.
exactly. Yeah.
But of course, so many people don't want to stand behind a horse, quite rightly.
Well, yeah, but that's the difference with these guys, isn't it? You just know
Yeah.
they'd never do anything like that. I think this is why she tries to reverse into you when you're mucking out, because she just wants you to scratch her.
Well, it probably is, isn't it?
Yeah.
She'll have you there all afternoon. Look at that peachy bum.
Mm.
I was saying earlier, I found the video of her the first time that she
Yeah.
was driving in a pair with Bella, who was
Aw.
Femma's first daughter. So if everybody wants us to share that video on here, then
Yeah, that would be cool.
yeah.
That seems like a lifetime ago, doesn't it?
It does. I can't even think how old she would have been. She probably was only about 5 or 6. Like
Yeah.
that's her. So some people would get scared by that, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but you just know that they want more.
Yeah. Look at her face. Oh, Mabel. She's in heaven. She's got such a beautiful face.
She has, especially that long mane. Well, you just think when they're on box rest that you give them 20 minutes of your time, but that makes their day, doesn't it, really?
Oh, it does,
Yeah.
completely, because it's like being in solitary confinement. I think
Yeah.
so many horses end up having that prison syndrome, if that's a thing. But I always
Yeah.
think it must be, where they're just stuck in a stable for so much of the time. Oh, she's in heaven. But as I said earlier, the worst thing is when she goes back outside again now, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly, because they'll almost expect this now, won't
Yeah.
she? And yeah.
It's like I think back to Wren when we did her 21st birthday in the friendship barn, and she just got loving from all of us that day.
Yeah.
This is why we want lots of visitors to the farm.
Exactly, just to give them all love,
Yeah.
scratches and attention.
And they show their appreciation.
Yeah.
Little Mabes. But we can see her dippy back there.
Yeah.
She's like, right there, Jodie, you can't leave me now.
No.
Right, I'm going to leave you two in peace to enjoy your pamper time. You Mabel. Take